okay? We're the Hebrew Israelites, man. Okay, that's what we are. That's our nationality, our national identity. Okay, Yasha Allah. Okay, He is a prince of the power. Yasha Allah. Yasha Allah. Okay, He is a prince of the Most High. Alright? Named after our ancestor Israel. That's in the English. That's how you say Israel in basically English way of saying Yasha Allah is Israel. Okay? And we like to say our double honors to the elders of Great Millstone that taught us his truth. Okay? And salutation to all the brothers out there that are pushing the truth, man. And sincerity. Okay, that see what this thing of ours is all about. Alright? That living the gospel. Okay? Let's say also triple honors to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Okay? Go and read that.
This is Psalm 37 and 1. It says, fret not thyself because of evildoers.
The scripture say, fret not thyself because of evildoers. Right?
Neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity.
Neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. Okay? Because who's the evildoers? Who's the workers of iniquity? Okay? They that are in power, the vessel unto dishonor, the house of Esau. Alright? And you have a lot of our people that envy them to the point where they identify with them, that want to be like them. They say, we're not going to choose none of his ways. Envy not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. I'll tell you that in Ecclesiastes. See it? Alright?
For they shall soon be cut down.
For they shall soon be cut down. So the scriptures tell you about the future of the so-called white man, so-called white woman. Is that your system is doomed to be destroyed. See it? So that's another reason why we come out here, standing great boldness against such as who have afflicted us and made no account of our labors. See that? Because we've been in captivity for a long time. See it? Let me get a scripture.
I've got a precept for you, yeah?
Go ahead.
Right, this is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed.
Read that again.
Let no man deceive you by any means.
So a lot of our people have been deceived. There's been a mass deception, international deception. Alright?
For that day shall not come.
That day shall not come. Talking about what? The restoration of Israel. The restoration of the kingdom.
Except there come a falling away first.
So, before that day come, there has to come a falling away of our nation. And that happened, man.
And that man of sin be revealed.
And the man of sin is now being revealed. And what is sin? A transgression of the Most High laws and commandments. Right? Because there's a man in power right now that does everything contrary, right? Adverse to the Most High and his commandment. When they say he blasphemed on them that dwell in heaven in the name of the Most High, blaspheming and speaking filthy, wicked lies. Meaning what? He's adverse, he's contrary to the law, meaning he's the man of sin. Okay? And he's being revealed. Alright? That's where the word revelation comes from. The revelation or the revealing of the man of sin is coming right now. And it's being known as the so-called white man, the so-called white woman. Alright? That they are the wicked. And that's being revealed right now through who? The holy men of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Go ahead.
And it says that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Son of perdition. What does perdition mean? Of utter destruction.
Yeah.
Understand? That's what he is. Because that's what he's doomed, okay, to experience. Utter destruction. And not only did he cause destruction destruction. He said, destroy them that what? Destroy the earth. Alright, go ahead.
Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God.
So he opposes and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High. So that's the man of sin. He opposes it, meaning he's an adversary between what? Satan. Where Satan means adversary. Right?
And it says, so that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
And that's what Esau did, him usurp the image of divinity by putting a white face on Israelite power, all right, on the Israelite man. It's going to tell you that in Job 9 and 24. That he cover up the faces of who the judges. So Esau, he in the temple, showing himself that he is divine. He is the image of divinity. You know, he is the supreme man, the creature. That you should bow down and worship him. That when you pray, you're going to imagine him as being the Messiah, as being the Almighty God. Alright?
Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things.
So wait a minute, so Paul was saying these things 2,000 years ago. He's saying, look, there's going to be a man that's going to be revealed. Okay, and he basically opposes everything that the Most High stand for. Alright? But Paul knew who the wicked was. I'm going to show you, go ahead.
And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time.
So the Most High had an exact time where this man was going to be revealed. There was a time where this man was to be revealed. Because back then it was a mystery. We didn't know. Alright? Go ahead.
For the mystery of iniquity doth already work.
So Paul is basically saying, letting you know who the devil was. Because who is the mystery of iniquity that was already in the working? The Roman Empire, right. The fourth beast. And who was running the fourth beast, the pagan Roman Empire? The Edomites. So Paul in a roundabout way was letting you know who the wicked was. Alright, and he was already letting brothers and certain believers, sisters know who the wicked was, man. That the mystery of iniquity is already in the working, man. Alright? Yeah. And this man that opposes everything that is about the Most High, he's already in power. Alright? Yeah.
Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way.
And who's he that's letting all this happen? That's letting all this go down?
Yahweh
and his son Yahweh, man. Okay? Until he be taken out of the way. So this man, the scripture say, Most High has appointed his bounds that he shall not pass. Alright? So the Most High has a designated time for this man to rule, and a time for him to go down. There's a purpose to everything underneath the sun. Alright? So you got people out here, mainly the people in power, that think that their houses are going to continue forever. But actually there's nothing, that's anything further from the truth. See that? Man?
And it says, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
Right.
And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
So what it said, that he shall be revealed. So I read that part again.
And it says, and then shall the wicked be revealed.
So the wicked shall be revealed. You got what does brother read? This brother said, you're not meant to be envious against the wicked, against the workers of iniquity. This man is the wicked, but you got a lot of our people that want to be like the wicked, that aspire to be like the wicked. Okay, that tailor everything about themselves to suit the wicked and follow in the footsteps of the wicked. To be friendly with the wicked, to climb into bed with the wicked, to have children with the wicked. You know? And live good in a wicked, like they don't question the wickedness of this man's system, of this beast, this enterprise. The scripture said this man is being revealed. Okay? Because why is he being revealed? Because it's a mystery, meaning he's showing himself to be an angel of light. People are looking at him like he's a gentleman, a ladies' man. right? Because that's what the devil is, a gentleman. That's what you gotta know. The devil is not some ugly black creature with a big rough beard, horns on his head, dark skin. The devil is suited and booted, man. Suited and booted, okay? Suitcase and all that. Alright? Nice haircut, friendly smile, and a handshake. Telling you that he's here to help you. This is for your own good. That's how the devil comes, man. With his humanitarian aids, trying to help people, and really he's trying to bring in some type of drug or trying to thieve the resources of the land.
Or some kind of disease or something.
Exactly, or trying to spread his democracy philosophy, man. Or homosexuality, whatever the hell it is, trying to liberate the woman, causing a disruption in the households, man. That's how this man operates, and he's being revealed. Even other nations are starting to see that this man is the devil. You hear what I'm saying? Alright, so he's being revealed by what? The spirit of the Most High's mouth. Who are the mouthpieces of the Most High? The men you see out here, in the highways and hedges, man. Okay? In the gaps. Alright? Exposing ourselves to danger, okay? From these demons and from these heathens, from the 2/3 of our people, from these centurions, these modern day centurions. Alright? See what I'm saying? So he's being revealed through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua through us, man. Go ahead.
And it says, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Because what does the word destroy mean? It comes from the word destruction, or to destruct, or to destruction. Okay, destruction. Okay, because right now, this man's enterprise has a structure. No matter how confused, I'm just calling it the city of confusion, but there's still structure to this system. Well, guess what? Yahweh Shai is coming to destructure that system, coming to destroy that system. All right? That's what I'm saying. That's why.
Yeah, but remember when the word comes out, Satan's always in the midst. So you just know.
Exactly. Yes.
Right, and it says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan.
This man is coming after the working of Satan, meaning the spiritual demon Satan is working through this man, man. And when you see this man doing his mode of operation, you think he's just a man. No, there's a spirit working through this man. Okay? He's acting in accordance to the spiritual demon Satan, man. Alright? Through the spirit. Spiritual demon Satan, his vibration is being pushed on earth through the will force of the so-called white man, man. Alright? So you gotta understand this man's the wicked. You gotta love our people that still don't wanna firmly believe that he is the wicked. They wanna jump, oh yeah, niggas are wicked too, you know. Or they want to point the fingers, they don't want to acknowledge that the Most High has created the wicked. He has created the wicked. In fact, get that in on
4.
Was he raised Muslim?
Right, and it says,
Father came over him when he was
even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs.
And first of all, it said him, meaning a man. Not some
Why are you
spirit.
standing there if you don't want to help
There's an actual man that's coming after the working of the adversary of the Most High. There's a man who's everything he promotes, all the philosophies he's pushing, everything he's talking about, pretty much, all his policies stand in opposition to the will of the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? Whether it's his LGBT parades, disrupting the order that was late, that's been specified in 1 Corinthians, man, about, it said the Messiah, or Yahweh Shai, the head of Yahweh Shai is the Most High, Yahweh Shai is the head of the man, and the man is the head of the woman, and who's disrupting that order? Who's the adversary to the order? Who stands in opposition to that order? What man is doing that? Esau, man, this devil. Anytime you speak about the order between a man and a woman, or the order in the household, Esau jumps up and says, well, actually, I believe, you know, this, that, and the third.
That they're equal, that we're equal.
He's always trying to gainsay it somehow. Always trying to slip in a little, you know, something to try and denounce that. All right? Oh, you're a misogynist. He's always conjuring up these different words to try and demonize nature. You know, you're a misogynist. Okay? Or you're a woman beater. He's got a word for every fucking thing, man.
Sexist.
Yeah. You're a sexist. You know? What else? Or you're abusive. Or you don't even have a wife, do you? You know? He's got to find a way to try and make you feel like the guilty one. You know?
Devil.
That's how this devil, his power lies in what? Distorting reality, distorting truth. So that shows you that the Bible is real. Because the Bible is basically filtering what's going on out here. It's projecting to you the truth of what's happening out here. But the problem is that a lot of our people have received the truth of this Bible. They haven't received the word because the Most High hasn't given it to them. Alright? The Most High didn't choose them. See, that's why brothers, I don't mean to go off the topic, everybody holds your points, but the brothers that receive this truth, you have to understand that the Most High has chosen you to whatever means you don't know. The Most High may have given you this truth ultimately to cast you off.
You're not Christian.
But the Most High might have given you this truth to ultimately deliver you. But either way, the Most High has chosen you, alright, to give you this truth. Alright? So you should make the most of it, man. You should see it as like a woman. You step into a room full of women. You don't want to choose all the women because you might not be feeling be motivated for all the women. But you like one of them. You don't stand there for a while. You saw one that you like and you choose that woman. Now she could have an attitude, talk shit, but she doesn't realize that you chosen her out of the rest of them. Alright? So that's how we should be in this truth. The Most High chose us out of all the rest of these spirits you see walking around. Alright? So the scripture said what? That the Most High is going to send his son to destroy this man with the brightness of his coming. Alright? What does that mean? What's that talking about? That's talking about the day of Yahweh. The day where it's going to be, that's why it's called the day of Yahweh, man. Because it's going to be his day, where he gets his glory, where he gets his recognition, where he gets his publicity, man. Okay? He gets his shine, man. His spotlight. Because right now, everyone's blaspheming his name. Everyone's disrespecting him and saying basically, God, the Most High is not real. It doesn't exist. But the Most High is coming to destroy that wicked system, man. This blasphemous society. Alright? Go ahead.
Right, and it says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders.
Like all kinds of signs and lying wonders, man. So this man, his system is based upon lies.
Tell them the truth and they might
Based
be
upon
saved.
deception. Alright? I always keep saying it. How the hell can 10% of the world's population have power and dominance over 90% over the rest of the 90%? It can't be by physical force. It has to be through maintaining that system of the minorities having dominance over the majority. To maintain a system like that, it has to be based upon lies and deception.
The next line says that.
It has to be. There's no other way. All right? Go ahead.
And it says, 2 Thessalonians 2:10, and with all deceivableness,
See that?
of unrighteousness,
See that?
in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved.
And we're going to read that again, but the point is, it said, this man's rulership is by lies. Okay, this man, Esau, the so-called, the red man, the so-called white man, his whole, the maintenance of his system is maintained and based upon lies. Based upon deception. Because when and one of the main lies that he went around with was the blonde-haired, blue-eyed white Jesus.
Step back a bit.
Alright? He tried to get the world to worship him.
And you're meant to be.
Okay? To psychologically brainwash people into worshiping him.
Because you're not talking to the camera.
Ignore.
I don't like the devil around me too close, you see, brother.
I'm not the devil. No, I'm trying. I need help. Hang on a minute.
Do you want a pound or something? I'll give you a pound. Will you go away if I give you a pound?
Fuck off, man.
With £2.
Give me £2, did you hear that? Joker.
Give me a rock.
The bums in their own kingdom.
Yeah.
No,
They're
listen.
bums in their own kingdom. Imagine what they're going to be in the kingdom. They're going to be
Yeah,
6 feet.
okay, alright. But you're meant to be religious and you're meant to be working for God, aren't you?
You're meant to be working for us.
You're meant to be working for God. So, like, for you to be
Scabby
nasty
Annie.
and be cruel to me, I don't see why you're standing here.
See, that's how the devil
There's
operates.
nothing you can
Here it
preach,
is,
mate.
we're the man that own business teaching.
I'm
She
the
comes
devil.
up to us, breathing in our faces, all in our
not
face,
breathing, I
all
was
on our
talking-
backs.
I was asking
And then, but we're the ones that are rude.
I was-
We're the rude ones.
No.
See how the devil tries to twist,
No,
twist it.
no.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
Gotta
You've got-
distort
you've got it
reality.
twisted. You've got it twisted. I was asking
She
you for help.
comes up. We're just
I
mind
want
our
you to
business,
understand what you were talking about. That's all.
but we don't want you to understand. We want you to go away.
Why me? Why? Yeah, why? Thank you. Why?
Don't let go, because we're doing
Why?
something
Thank
right
you.
now.
Thank you.
No bad vibes. No negative energy. She bring a negative energy, but we don't want that. Okay? All right now. I'm good. You got your 5 minutes to
I
spare.
know.
Now you can fuck off as well.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Anyway, the point is here is that Esau's been revealed, man. Everybody all over the earth knows that the so-called white man is the devil. Okay? His whole rulership is maintained and based and founded upon lies and
That's
deception.
racist. If we
Alright?
stood here
And then the devil
so-called
will
black
say
man
that you're
is a
racist.
devil, we'd be arrested because you pulled a race
You know what I'm
card.
trying to say?
You can't stand there and
And
say
you
the
know-
white man is a devil, bro.
You don't need to yell.
Yeah, don't you yell. By the way, we haven't put our hands on anyone. We didn't put anybody in slavery, so
Exactly.
you have got no feet to stand
Hang
on.
on.
Exactly.
My
You ain't
family's
got
from
no-
Ireland, yeah? My family's
You know
from
what I'm saying?
Ireland.
Carry on. Carry on.
It
Like I
used to
said,
say no
the point-
blacks, no
the point
dogs
is I'm
over
trying to
here.
say,
Okay?
One of the main ways the so-called white man, 10%
Remember the
of the
potato
world's
famine?
population
Yeah, I remember that.
Right,
has
well then.
control, dominance over the 90% of the world's population is through that blonde-haired, blue-eyed white Jesus. Because when he went around the world as a pirate, killing people, stealing their lands, dehumanizing people, degrading people, all right?
Yeah, you're degrading us.
Decapitating people, destroying families, all right? Enslaving people. He did it all in the guise of what? Christianity. Being Puritans.
No, they've done it
Telling
for
people
money.
to
They've done
do
it for
unto
money.
others as you will let others to do unto
had
you.
nothing to do.
That's what he would be preaching to people. The same people that he was victimizing and persecuting, he'd be telling them about the Bible. Telling them about the blue-eyed, blonde-haired white Jesus. That when you pray, you're meant to pray to this. Give that image, bro. Anyway, you know that image I'm talking about. It's alright, it's cool. You know the image I'm talking about.
Cesare Borgia.
Yeah, exactly. And when you look in the Bible, there's actually no evidence or record that the Messiah even looked like that.
It would have been
brown.
dark.
He
It would have been
didn't
dark.
look like that. There's no record. When you open up the Bible, there's no verse or paragraph in the Bible that describes the Messiah, the Son of Man, as ever looking like that. So showing you that image was all basically white supremacy. That's all that was.
Yes, you're right. I make
That's
you right
all that
there.
was.
I make you right there.
So basically that was the white man's way of deceiving the 90%. Having control and dominance over their mind, over their psyche, to worship him, worship the 10%, the minority, the true minorities. Alright? Because like I said, how can the ant have power over the elephant? How can an ant, a little creature that you hardly can even see with your own two eyes, have power over something that anybody can visibly see 10 miles away? Through making that elephant think that it needs the ant. Making the elephant feel like he's dependent on the ant. And that the ant is independent. When actually it's the other way around. Okay? Making the elephant feel like it's too small and powerless to do anything. And then the ant has overwhelming resources, okay, and an overwhelming military, okay. It's all about deception, all right. And the scripture says what? That the lot of our people has been deceived. They have been deceived by this devil. With all deceivableness and unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not what the love of the truth, man. Why? Because everything that Esau, this man, has put out there has deceived them, man. Whether it's been the white Jesus Christianity, Islam,
democracy.
Okay? What else, man? Basically everything out here is set up, okay, for people not to worship Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai in truth. Okay? Everything out here is set up, okay, to basically destroy them, ultimately. Okay? Read that verse again.
Right, and it says, with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved.
So the majority of our people didn't receive the truth. So if they didn't receive the truth, what did they receive? That's my question.
Next verse tells you. For this cause, God shall send them strong delusion.
The Most High what sent them strong delusion. Not just delusion, but strong delusion. Meaning, here it is, you banging on their door, you banging and kicking in their door, throwing stones at their door, and they're not opening up. Because that's how strong that door is, man, that blocks the truth. So they can't, it's impossible for them to receive it. Go ahead.
For this cause, God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness.
So you know, you have people saying, oh, the whole job of the devil is to try and persuade people, basically get as many people to go down to hell with him. Remember that when you was growing up, you were led to believe about Christianity that the devil, the whole purpose of the devil was to try and trick people and make people bring as many people down to hell with him. Basically, that's what's going on right now. The so-called white man, his whole purpose is to deceive as many people, okay, as possible before his downfall comes, man. Okay? Because the so-called white man, he is the devil, he is the wicked. Okay?
Bible.
So what are you doing here then? If you don't like white man?
So the scriptures say that the majority of our people will believe in lies, man. The main lie is this system. This whole system is a lie, man. It's all a delusion, it's all an illusion. And money too. Okay? But the majority of our people believe in this system. And that's what's ultimately going to destroy them.
Yeah, so why don't we stand up and say something then?
Go ahead.
And do something.
Right, this is Psalms 10 and 1. Why standeth thou afar off, O Lord? Why hidest thyself in thy times of trouble?
So the scripture says, why are you hiding yourself? Why is the Most High hiding himself in times of trouble, man?
The wicked in his pride persecute the poor. Let them be taken in their devices they have imagined. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth. The wicked through his pride of his countenance will not seek after God. God is not in his thoughts. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them.
See, this is the so-called white man. This is basically talking about the white man. This is talking about the white man. Right?
He saith in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity.
And did you notice she even admitted that it's talking about the white man? Showing you that the Bible speaks the truth. It's talking about the wicked right now.
Yeah, but we're not
who's in power. This is talking about him specifically.
His mouth is full of cursing and deceit, and fraud is under his tongue.
Read that again.
It said his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity.
See, that's the spirit of the white man and white woman. That's them. That's their spirit. That's what's inside of them. That's them. They're the wicked.
Are you racist?
Okay. Go ahead, man.
He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages.
He sits in the lurking places of the villages, man.
In the secret places doing murder the innocent. His eyes are privy set against the poor.
His eyes is set against the poor. Who's the poor? Us, man. So-called Latinos, Hispanics, and so-called blacks, man. So-called black Americans. the Jamaicans, the West Africans, the mindset of the so-called white man is to kill us, man, to get rid of us, to discriminate us, to use us, to exploit us, man. That's the job of mainly the so-called white man and these other nations too. You other races too, you're also in on it too. You're not by the side being innocent, you're also in it too. But the main ones are the so-called whites, man.
I'm on the street. There's foreigners that can get in place and get out.
Right, and it says, he lieth and waits secretly as a lion in his den.
What he say? Repeat that again.
He lieth and in wait secretly as a lion in his den.
So basically, he's biding his time to strike. Okay, he's biding his time. Because right now, here it is, we're out here in the highways and byways, and the white man hasn't come down and done anything right now. Why? Because he's biding his time. Go ahead.
He lieth in wait to catch the poor.
Yes, because he's lying in wait to get us, man. The so-called white man is lying in wait to get us. Because right now, there's been a situation over there in central London, basically, where some guy got arrested because he had a knife.
Around Parliament, is it?
Yeah, past the Parliament.
Yeah.
Going to speak about it. I watched the video.
Yeah, I just saw it on the thing. I saw him sitting in handcuffs, and he said a man was found with a knife around Parliament. That's as far as I got. That's out. Fucking false flag.
Basically, that same guy, he went to the main camp in London Central. The London Central main camp.
Okay.
And basically they saw him in the audience.
Right.
And he looked very suspicious.
Okay.
He was there, and he had I think the brother that made the video, Ramar, he said that he must have crossed the road, and then like he was just back to bare suspicious. He was just like around, if you know what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
And then
undercover.
Yeah, like an undercover guy.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, this same guy, he gets found outside Parliament.
Right, with a knife. Right, so they're trying to associate him with the Israelites. You know, he's trying to associate that man with the Israelites. You see what I mean? They're trying to make a connection. He was round the camp, and next minute he's round Parliament with a knife.
But this is what I'm talking about, because the elites, what they want to do, they're biding their time. Right. They want to find an excuse to try and demonize us.
Yeah, or come down on us.
They want to find. They're trying to make paying people off. Okay, to do certain things around us, so they can link it up and say, oh, this same guy that had a gun outside Buckingham Palace, he was found near these Hebrew Israelites. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That his last activity was being near the Hebrew Israelites. Right. So they're trying to find a link so they can find a way,
So they motivated him to go down there. That's what they're trying to say.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like I said, we don't have any hardcore evidence. We don't have any flipping recording tapes or any footage of him interacting or making a deal with the police or these higher ups, man. Yeah. We don't have any evidence, but naturally, we gotta be circumspect. Right. You know what I'm trying to say? We can't be ignorant of Esau's devices. Right. We gotta know what's going on and be more careful of guys that are around the camp, men and women that are around the camp, man. Even people that look like brothers, man, and sisters. You still gotta watch them too. Okay? Because you got a lot of demons, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, man.
Right, and it says, he lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net.
So he don't catch the net. They're trying to snare us, man. They're trying to trap us up. They're trying to find a way to get us, man. They're probably trying to send someone to the camp to speak about something, and then he's probably recording it without us even realizing it. Right. And then we say something, and the recording picks it up, and then he goes to his boss, his